Welcome to the biggest race of the season 2 of Signal to Signal, because Varun and I went head to head and I won.
No.
What I was racing was the Interceptor 650. And what Varun was racing was
The 390 Duke, a motorcycle on which every time I open the throttle, it gets me a smile.
And in fact, every time Varun releases the clutch, I also smile. The race was really fun, right?
Really fun.
Knew that 45 bhp, 47 bhp, single, twin, there's so much masala in this story, right?
So much was happening.
I thought that the Interceptor will pull away from the 390 by the end. Unfortunately, and luckily for you, the Interceptor had a little bit of an issue releasing the clutch. So when you let the clutch go, the full power arriving at the wheel still took a moment. And
It's
guess
called
what?
old man reflex.
I didn't take a moment. The bike took a moment, and unfortunately, it's 0.4 seconds.
It's super
It's
close.
super close, and I think that if the Interceptor's clutch had released on time, and remember these are test bikes, which means they go through a whole lot of abuse and damage. And luckily for us, we got bikes with the same amount of mileage on it. Yep, 2500 on the Duke, 2500 on the Interceptor, but a privately owned Duke and a company test bike Interceptor kind of thing. In both cases, the Duke 390 was ahead, and I'm telling you, it was the 390's clutch that to me made more difference than the performance, the power and all of those things. It was just so on point. That's where the race was won.
Point to note, I was on the 390. I am almost 12 kilos, 13 kilos heavier than you. Sure. Interceptor, a heavier motorcycle, a lighter Shumi. That combination also added a little bit of masala base.
Yeah, that's because our skills are complementary to each other. He's good at launches, I'm good at lunches. But it was really close. It was a really fun race. Despite the wet, if it was just that the Interceptor's clutch was a little bit better on this motorcycle that we were testing, I think the results would have changed a little bit.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, share, comment, do all the things that you possibly can. And
yeah, tell us what you think we should have compared with the Interceptor. Tell us what you would have liked to see compared with the 390 Duke. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notification icon. You don't want to miss out. India's best automotive content has always been on PowerDrift. And now there are drag races as well.
oh shit, move! Come on, Cyrus! Do you think the 390 Duke versus the GT 650 would have made things more competitive?
If the GT 650 had a better clutch, yeah. We should get the RC 390 the next time and then the Continental GT, and that will be a nice race to do. Who do you think will win that?
Me.
I'll lose more weight with both.